So thank you everyone for coming. Welcome to the final transnational seminar of our Greenie 4.0 project. My name is Maja Sušec. I am from Pomurje Technology Park, the project manager of the Greenie 4.0 project. And today I will be presenting the main achievements of our project. I will show you the impact that we tried to create across Central Europe, introduce the B2GreenHub ecosystem and platform. I will try to explain innovation programs and our pilot value chains and discuss what comes next and how you can, of course, stay involved in our ecosystem even after we finalize this project. Basically, this event marks not just the end, but also the transition towards sustainability and long-term exploitation of the project results. Here we have the agenda for today. We will start with the project overview and objectives, the 5 strategic objectives and achieved results. We will talk about innovation contest and innovation programs, the B2GreenHub ecosystem and platform, what is the added value for enterprises, what are your future opportunities, and then we will wrap up the meeting and conclude it. So let's start with the project overview. Greenie 4.0 focuses on enabling smart and green innovation in Central European manufacturing. Manufacturing companies face disrupted global supply chains, growing green regulatory pressure, and digital transformation challenges. And Greenie supports companies by piloting new sustainable value chains, supporting open innovation approaches, and connecting business research and decision makers. Basically, our goal was to make the twin transition, so green and digital, practical, and very scalable. The project has 5 key objectives: to strengthen innovation capacities, to create regional and transnational value chains, to connect manufacturers with solution providers and investors, to increase knowledge and technology acceptance, to transfer tools and results to our smart specialization authorities. And each objective builds on the others to create a systemic transformation. We will start with the first objective, which is to improve regional ecosystems innovation capacities. What we did in this project is basically we strengthened regional ecosystems by mapping different innovation and knowledge assets. We mapped digital and green experts, test beds, infrastructure, technological solutions that are already ready to be implemented into the manufacturing processes. We developed a lot of Sorry? Okay. We developed different open innovation tools, such as private equity investment readiness tool, business model generator, expert forum, and we pinned everything on our digital backbone, which is the B2GreenHub platform. A little bit later, my colleague Sarah will be also presenting to you concretely what we did with the B2GreenHub platform and how we made it the digital backbone of the entire ecosystem. We also delivered open knowledge training programs and launched an innovation contest to work with the companies concretely to work on their technological solutions and to implement those solutions and pilot it in the manufacturing companies in Central Europe. Basically, the purpose was to generate innovative solutions across 7 different manufacturing sectors. So here you have a little bit information about how it started with the innovation contest. It was an international call to accelerate green and digital transformation. We targeted startups, SMEs, students, academic researchers, and it was open from April 18th to June 14th. We received 15 applications and 6 experts evaluated those applications coming from Slovenia, Poland, Italy, Hungary, and Czech Republic. And this created a strong pipeline of innovation-ready solutions. Next, we have the objective 2, which is to create new value chains. The twin transition is basically very systemic. One company alone cannot manage digitalization and sustainability and financing and skill development. And pilot value chain reduce risk by moving from idea to a pilot to a scalable model. This way, transnational cooperation strengthens resilience and reduces dependency on fragile global supply chains. Next objective, we have linking manufacturing companies with solution providers and private equity investors. We try to connect large manufacturing companies, so solution seekers, with IT and green tech SMEs, so solution providers, and with private equity investors. And this triad supports technology development, validation, market scale up, and of course, financial readiness is always essential for the real transformation. Everything was tried to be done through the B2GreenHub ecosystem and the B2GreenHub platform. The next objective is to increase knowledge and user acceptance. So basically, technology adoption is not just technical, it's very human. We developed an integrated theoretical framework where we explained stages of technology adoption, the role of human factors, the drivers of acceptance, and measures to overcome resistance. This is the user acceptance model. It actually ensures sustainable implementation, higher success rate, and organizational readiness. And at the end, you get out a very nice strategic report on where you stand and where you should be in the next few years, for example. The final objective was to transfer what we have piloted and created to our smart specialization authorities, to our ministries, and other governments. Basically, regional action plans turn strategy into concrete action. First, we created a transnational strategy for deploying our platform. The transnational strategy has focus on 4 different pillars, as you can see here below: knowledge and competence uplift, ecosystem connectivity, platform synergies and expansion, and education industry research linkages. And this ensures long-term sustainability beyond project funding. Then from the transnational strategy, so we built this holistic concept of what all countries in Europe should work together towards. And then we pulled it back to the regional level and we created regional action plans. And they are based on concrete stakeholder needs from our regional stakeholders, so regional SMEs, research institutions, public authorities, and civil society. And we address the barriers that we identified, such as high investment costs, skill gaps, low digital maturity, and partnership difficulties. And like I mentioned many times before, here the B2GreenHub platform also helps a lot and acts as operational backbone of this ecosystem. Now I can maybe present quickly the ecosystem and the platform itself. The ecosystem I will present, and the platform my colleague Sarah will show you. What is the B2GreenHub? This is a European innovation hub for digital and green transformation. What we did here is we built a powerhouse alliance, or let's say a network of over 100 leading EU institutions that are now working together. And we mapped their business experts, digital experts, green experts, their technological solutions, the testing facilities that we have. And we did all of that through 7 groundbreaking EU projects, together valued at almost 15 million euros. So we did invest a lot of money into building this big platform that can now help you find what you need, or find the right knowledge or the right expertise that you need on your way to become more digital or more green. We focus on different technology and market sectors. Mainly, we are helping manufacturing industry, from machinery and equipment, building materials and furniture, metal, food and beverage, electronics, plastic and rubber, and pharmaceutical and chemical. And of course, so that we did not disperse our knowledge too much, we had to focus a little bit, and we defined the green and digital sectors that we want to work on, You can find them here. We have five green sectors that we are working on and 5 digital sectors that we are trying to collaborate with different experts and different test beds. These are the European projects that are building our B2GreenHub. We have 7 projects, each valued at about 2.5 million euros, with very similar objectives in helping manufacturing industry becoming more resilient, becoming more competitive, and becoming more green, of course. We are here to support you. Basically, we are trying to be your trusted ally and guide you through all the processes of green regulations and other issues, other challenges that you can be facing when dealing with green transition. We're guiding you every step of the way with our key account managers who are skilled in different areas, from marketing to project proposal writing, market analysis, B2B, networking. And with our digital platform, you can breeze through our green transition with access to real-world case studies and detailed cost-benefit analysis. This is just where we show you how the ecosystem as such is working. First, when you register, you get a dedicated key account manager. He is the one who is guiding you through every step of your journey. And he will be also performing expert assessment of where you currently stand, prepare an action plan for you, a strategic roadmap, let's say, to see where you should go next. And finally, concrete steps will be revealed, whether you need advisory support in LCA, for example, or you need access to some testing facilities in another country, or we can help you with proposal writing, whatever you need. Basically, we create this plan and we follow the footsteps and guide you on this journey. This is again the same thing, let's say, how to get started so that it's easier for companies to understand that they can join our community just by sharing their company information. You have here also the QR code so you can get directly to the form. And then you start receiving personalized guidance and support from your chosen key account manager. He then connects to the ecosystem, to other partners in other countries, and of course helps you find whatever you need, helps you find technological solution or a special expert who can then support you. Yes, and then we are also searching for, always searching for new digital green experts, technology solution providers, and holders of testing infrastructure to join us. Why? Because we want to showcase you. We want to showcase the services that you can offer. We want to present trainings that you can organize. We want to present your industrial references, what you did so far. Maybe the right partner can find you in another country, and we can create this transnational value chain. Why do you think you should join? It's like I explained, because we can help you access different markets. We will help you build visibility. We will help you network through our numerous events. We can create lead generation, innovation support, and CSR alignment. Now we go to the next chapter, which is the added value for the enterprises. So what we try to do after the innovation contest. The innovation contest gave us 7 different winners. And for them, we built different innovation programs depending on where their technology readiness level, on which TRL their solution was located to. They were delivered to the first 2 companies for each country classified within the innovation contest, and the main goal was to increase the TRL of the selected solutions. So we basically we pinned each service provider to the correct innovation program. We had 3 different innovation programs. First one being proof of concept. This is for innovations that were on technological readiness level 2 to 3. We tried to push them on the next level, so on the level of 4 to 6. And then the second one was minimum viable product program. TRL 4 to 6, and then the last one was Investment and Market Readiness Program, which is on TRL 7 to 9. So what we did is we took in the innovations, we screened them and see on which TRL level they are and what kind of support services they would need so that we can push them up the technological readiness scale as far up as possible. The different service providers from different countries have gotten a chance to pick out services that we offered, from, I don't know, market analysis to proposal writing for cascade funding to concrete matchmaking with the technological infrastructure in another country, etc. We tried to push them on the next level and get the solution ready for the implementation in the manufacturing company. So this is the timeline of how it was done. First, in June, August, we tried to matchmake solution provider and seeker and finalize the innovation programs. Then in September, we had an onboard meeting with the solution provider. And of course, from October to December, we had the service delivery where we delivered the innovation program to the concrete company. And in December, the finalization of the service delivery and the final evaluation was carried out. Services that are offered, you can see here in these brackets. For example, on the first level, it was validation in laboratory environment, for example, where the company could pick out technical mentoring sessions, connections with expert facilitators, research centers, laboratories to define experimental activities, analysis of available funding opportunities for the prototyping phase, or regulatory and patentability assessments according to market needs and requirements. If they pick out, or let's say if we screen them into the second innovation program from TRL 5 to TRL 6, the services were, for example, international connections with companies to facilitate the involvement of industrial stakeholders to perform a demonstration, connection with concrete technology providers to optimize technology, or business model validation through our ROE analysis. And then the last innovation program, which was the most advanced one, was the deployment of proven system in real-world operations. For example, here they could pick out services like business model refinement, potential scale-up or investment, mentoring for internationalization and scale-up, marketing and communication strategy, including also pitching. The innovation programs in practice, here we have an example from Italian company, Mastranet AI and Extensia. So what they got in these innovation programs, they needed to enhance visibility, to build funding-related competences, to extend their networks, but they were faced with structural limitations due to scarce human and financial resources allocated to non-core activities. So the companies expressed these specific needs as to increase their visibility, both for partnership and commercial purposes, to understand funding mechanisms, increasing internal competences, and to extend their network. The piloting of a regional value chain was then the next step, where we took the solution that was built in the innovation program, and we tried to pilot it concretely in the manufacturing company. In this case, this was Extensia as the solution provider and Electrocablaghi as the solution seeker. Here you can see the process. So first is the entry and registration in the B2GreenHub ecosystem. They did user acceptance and needs analysis with them, the innovation contest and innovation program delivery, matchmaking, of course, via B2GreenHub, and at the end, it was done the technical deployment of the solution in the company itself. So with this, I would like to maybe give word to my colleague Sarah, because I just learned I skipped her when I should call her in the B2GreenHub ecosystem part. But I think before we go to what's next and how you can join the ecosystem and everything, that it's good if you see how the platform actually looks like, how it operates. And I would like to invite Sarah to show you a little bit about what we did in the past 3 years.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay,
But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Maya already gave an extensive presentation on B2GreenHub as an ecosystem. So I will just show you an extension of this ecosystem, which is the B2GreenHub platform. On the screen, you can see the QR codes to the platform. You can also just write into your browser B2GreenHub, and you'll be able to, let's say, scroll along with me, but I will be showcasing the platform, sorry, here as well. Okay. Okay. Yes. So, as you can see here, we have the first landing page of the platform with already showcased training solutions, services and infrastructure that were mapped under various projects, among them also Greenie 4.0. The first page, the landing page basically explains what Maya has presented today. So what we offer within the ecosystem, as well as the quick client journey for solution seekers that want to join. If I continue. We also have an About Us page, which is again what was already discussed today. What areas are covered by B2GreenHub, so green and digital, how we do things, and concrete facilitators that are involved in the ecosystem as supporting key account managers, so to say, that can help companies in their green and digital transition, and be that matchmaking, let's say, element between providers and seekers. If I continue, we have the Apply as our service provider page, which again only shows to service providers what we are looking for within the ecosystem, the areas covered, and the benefits for them of joining, which were also discussed already, as well as a quick client journey. So these pages are more, let's say, informative, but I would like to continue with maybe the most valuable pages, sections of the platform. The first one is the marketplace. This is where all of the services, training, solutions, and infrastructure are presented. All of these were mapped within various projects that were mentioned earlier and can be found here. So each of these sections, subcategories, have their own filters. The logic is the same, but users can browse through the thematic areas as well as specific technologies or methods if when it comes to digital services, types of services provided, countries that these services originate from, also market areas. These are the 7, or let's say with general, 8 core market areas that B2GreenHub covers if we're talking about the manufacturing industry. Then we have addressed business processes as well here, and the projects that contributed these services. So the structure is, like I already mentioned, the same through all of the types of offers here, but perhaps I can just show you one concrete offer of infrastructure. So after choosing a concrete offer, you get more information here, as well as the possibility to send an inquiry, which we receive, and then we can, of course, connect you to the provider of interest. This, of course, can only be done by registered users. But I would like to continue now with the main menu elements here that we still have. So the first one is resources, structured in 4 pillars. As you can see, we have learn, improve, connect, and get funded. The logic is that users, companies that go to the platform first might just want to learn more about green and digital transition in itself. So these here are various training materials that they can use in order to do that. We also have a policy-related section where documentation on this topic will also be uploaded. Currently, we have two cases of that. But I can maybe quickly show you the Green Path Academy, which was developed under Greenie as an example of this kind of training course. You can just log in and you're welcomed to the Green Path Academy with 5 core modules where companies, as already mentioned, can learn about topics like smart manufacturing, sustainable production technologies, funding gaps, and so on. So this would just be one example. And if I continue, we have the improve section. So after the users learn more about these topics, they can get hands-on tools that are available here. Currently, the most populated section is the assessment and planning, but we are planning other projects to also make available other tools in these other categories. But I can just show you now this section, which has already various tools that companies can use, but to focus on the two that Greenie has developed, these two are the toolbox and the business model generator. The first one, the toolbox, enables companies to create their own sustainability program. It's a step-by-step guide with 8 modules. The user goes through all of these modules, is able to access various templates to help him build this program step by step with, of course, simple instructions how to do so. And the second one is the business model generator, which helps companies with a business model canvas to create their own model. With the availability for the company to first choose the industry they come from. I have here electronics, for example, and then to input all of the information that the canvas is asking them, and also then to be able to print out the information or save it as a PDF. And we also have here an AI assistant, which leads to ChatGPT with already pre-prepared prompts for this tool for the user to just more easily create their own business model. To continue, we have the Connect section. This was mentioned before, so under all of these projects, we mapped various types of providers. As you can see, we have us as facilitators, technology solution providers, infrastructure providers, digital, green, and business experts, and all are showcased first on an interactive map with, of course, the possibility for the user to also check out their profiles, but users can also browse through these providers by their green or digital focus areas, so topics that they cover. Browse also by B2GreenHub facilitators, so us as partners supporting this process, or by type of provider. So if you're interested in specifically digital experts who need help with this, you can just find the whole list of digital experts involved in the ecosystem. We also have some events emphasized here and other partner networks, which is a more informative nature of sub-pages, let's say. We currently have here EDIHs, EN, and EIT. And then finally, under this section, we have the Get Funded page, which basically tells the user what kind of public or private funding is available out there with various descriptions and also useful links to different websites. And the Funding Help Center with, again, concrete tools that users can employ when trying to acquire funding. One of them was developed under Greenie 4.0, which is the private equity investment readiness tool, with which companies can make their own business and financial plan and at the end get their own investment package. The logic is similar as other tools, so a step-by-step process with available templates that users can fill out and in the end get their own, like I mentioned, investment package. But to continue, we have the next section, which is the solution section, because within the project, we also mapped various use cases. So for companies that are already employing some digital and green practices, and we are showcasing this here. Each use case is categorized under a specific business process, as you can see, but I can just show you one example from Italy, which was involved in Greening 4.0, for example. Here we are, Exentia again, with the showcase problem statement and then the main outcome and other features of the specific project use case. Then we have the client section. This is where we showcase what Maya was explaining earlier. So how us partners connected the solution seeker and the solution provider within the pilot activities. What was the challenge, the concrete challenge, the solution and result, as well as testimonials and learning tips and recommendations for others who may want to implement similar solutions in their businesses. And this is the final tool that was developed within Greening 4.0, which is the B2GreenHub Expert Forum. It's basically an interactive space where registered users within the B2GreenHub ecosystem can interact, pose questions or open up discussions, and really, let's say, break that barrier of becoming not being only a passive user, but also an active one. We have various filters here again for users to, let's say, easily navigate this, also a code of conduct on how to behave, and so on. And then finally, we also have the news and events section and the projects showcased. So the 5 core projects that not only contributed content like tools, training materials, so on to the platform, but also developed the logic behind it, the whole concept, and so on. So, of course, Greenie is among these. Again, you are all invited. If I know many of you are already registered users, but if anyone is still interested and has not registered yet, please make sure to do so to get access to all of the tools that I just showed you. And yes, we will be happy of each new member. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Now I would like to change the little bit agenda. Tanya Lutsai is with us, who will present European Digital Innovation Hub, DGC. But since now we had this very good discussion on the platform and your mind is very fresh, I would like to ask you a few questions and you can help me understand better what is it that you think the platform should focus on next. So in the chat, I put the Mentimeter link, but I will put it also as a QR code, just a second, as a QR code on the screen as well. We have also QR code here or the link directly to the Mentimeter, and I have already maybe 5 questions for you, which will help us understand better and to include that also in the regional action plans that we are preparing currently on the project. I hope you can all access it. Oh, you're already starting to answer it. Great. Just a second, I will maybe share rather the answers. So that everybody can see what is going on. So we have our first question here. How realistic do you think it is that B2GreenHub continues actively 3 years after project ends, so that what you saw the platform is actually useful and it will be alive in the future as well. This is the first question. We want to understand how you feel about it. If it is something that is good and could live on, or you think it will basically die in the next few years. Okay, thank you so much. We have a next question. Which asset that you saw today on the platform do you think has the strongest market value? So what is it that companies or facilitators or anybody else would use the most, or open innovation tools, or the marketplace, or the expert network, or the brand itself, or maybe the best practices as well? And I think it's very clear. We have marketplace as the most strongest market value in your opinion, and also a few of you think open innovation tools could be interesting, and expert network. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for this. Now this is an open-ended question. What you think is missing on the platform? If you think about digital and green transition and you saw everything the platform is currently offering, what is it that you didn't see there that you maybe would like to see there? Because we still have opportunity to talk to other projects, to apply new projects, and to build this platform into something that is truly useful for the companies. So if you can give us any ideas on what you're missing on the platform, or what kind of sections you think should be there that are currently missing, that would be great. Don't be shy. Bravo. ESG reporting. Yes, this is a section that we are also thinking about. It is the biggest one and the most challenging one as well, but hopefully we will get a new project applied especially for this. CRM element. Okay, but this is maybe because I'm not sure. Did we show the back end, Sarah? Because CRM is sort of happening there, at least partially. Backend is meant for registered users who then get access to the databases of service providers there, or the different tools that are intended only for not public versions, let's say. Automatic matching. Yes, this is another project idea that we had for the future, to make an AI agent who would actually automatically see what are the needs of the company and what are the things that somebody is offering, and they would match them automatically. Certification of users, I like that one a lot. This is like a verification that an expert is truly an expert, and this is also what we have in mind. Access to the interregional, regional funding opportunities, like for each region, links to the actual financing program call. We do have this AI fund matchmaker, but it still has a lot of opportunities to be improved much better than it is right now. So we are also thinking on that. Thank you so much. Okay, we won't waste too much time here. Thank you so much for your answers. Smart VC matching with startups. Yes, this is another thing. We need to create an ecosystem with VCs so that we can then match them to the startups. Thank you so much. Next slide. How realistic is SME subscription model? Basically, we're asking all of you who are SMEs if you would ever be willing to pay to use the platform or to use the matchmaking place, etc. How realistic is that? Realistic, not realistic, not sure. Strongly not realistic, okay? So we need to make sure that we get some European projects that we are financed from the European Commission and that companies get the services for free. Okay. I see here that you have a strong opinion that we should not be charging SMEs for this. Thank you so much. Then we have next question. What pricing level would be acceptable for your organization? So if you still would decide that you have something valuable on the platform, no. Okay. But if, I'm just saying if, I mean, how much would you be willing to pay? I don't know. You can write on monthly level, on annual level, or one-time subscription, whatever you think of it. This is going to help us build some kind of business model. Or should we go to commercials? Or this is like brainstorming for us to understand what companies actually think. So if we stay with no, we don't get much input. So if you have any ideas, we would be very appreciative. Okay, I think whoever write no, okay, no. 10 to 50 euros a year, more of a contribution, not a full payment plan, okay? Maybe a modest yearly amount, less than 100 to 200 euros, okay? Annual small symbolic contribution, less than 500 euros. Okay, but we're going up. We started with no, going to 10 euros, then to 100, and now we're at 500. Maybe it is worth something, we will see. At least, like you said, matchmaking place, if we can get two companies to work together to receive a commission fee or something like that, that is very normal in the business world. So we will be thinking about very different business models for this. Thank you so much for your contribution. Then we have the next question. What is the biggest real risk nobody wants to say aloud? This is the last question. The risk, when you think about it, we are talking about the risk that the platform will die or that the companies will not get the right support, misinformation. It could be very different. Basically, everything connects to the platform. So when you think about the risk, you think about the platform, digital and green transition of the companies, etc. Nobody will pay. Okay, that's very realistic and true. No further contributions. Yes, we are strongly with that one, but there are several projects currently applied that probably some of them will be approved, and we think contributions will happen. Companies will not be sure about its benefits. So this is what we tried very hard with the platform to make sure that they do see the benefits, that they do see the good practice examples, and we're trying to show them what is possible, how a company in Germany is maybe more modern. They can see what they should do to become more digitalized or more green. Okay, but not to take any more time, I think we can end this presentation. You still have the Mentimeter open. If you would like to tell us something, you can go to whatever slide, put your opinion there. We will be very happy to take it into account when creating the final outputs and results of the project. Thank you so much for your collaboration here. And now I would like to invite our colleague from DIG Slovenia, Tanja Lucaj. She will be presenting today the European Digital Innovation Hub, DGC 2.0, an integrated support pathways for SMEs. I can say that Muria Technology Park, so my hosting institution, is also a part of this consortium, and we are very happy to be there. And we will be trying to find also alliances and synergies with the B2GreenHub and the Greenie ecosystem through that project as well. So Tanya, if you can start, welcome.
For sure. Thank you, Maya, for the introduction. As Maya said, I'm Tanya Lucaj from Digital Innovation Hub of Slovenia today in the role of the EDIH initiative DGSI project manager. Maybe to start with the first question of the Mentimeter, which was if the platform will be alive for the next 3 years. So I guess for sure it will be alive since the platform is also will also be available through the service system in the DGSI 2.0. Can you all see my screen maybe? Is it okay? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
So let's start. First, what is an EDIH for those that do not know the term or the institution, the initiative actually. EDIH stands for the European Digital Innovation Hub. It presents a contract-based network of organizations that work together in a single entry point for companies that want to advance digitally. In Slovenia, we have 2 such centers. One is DGSI, the one I'm from, and the other one is the EDIH. And at the European level, we have, I think, about 150 EDIHs, meaning that the DGC is a large part of a large European network of expertise, of infrastructure, and also partners. EDIH supports national micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises, as well as partly public administration, from the idea to the implementation part. Through testing opportunities, knowledge transfer, support, and accessing finance and networking, we actually help SMEs to successfully carry out their digital or green transformation. Services are carried out using advanced technologies with support of AI, HPC, data spaces, cybersecurity, and so on. And through these services, we mainly support companies within the sectors of manufacturing, agri-food, tourism, and also health. When we talk about the Slovenian EDIH DGSI, we're not actually referring to a single institution. DGSI is a consortium, a network of partners, each covering a specific part of the digital ecosystem. So the projects have 9 partners, us as the coordinator, and then there's the University of Maribor, the Institute Josef Stefan, the Technology Park of Ljubljana, Pomurje Technology Park, of course, ITC, Murska Sobota, Arctur, University of Ljubljana, and the Chambers of Commerce and Industry of Slovenia. So what it means in a day-to-day operation is that the company does not come to just one office. It gains access to all the laboratories, researchers, HPC infrastructure, business mentors, investment connections, and business network, since each partner brings to the table something very concrete. So expert knowledge again, the infrastructure, test environments, business experience, some access actually to the business and the markets, as we heard before. Our support is not sort of like the traditional grant when you simply receive money in your bank account, like the calls for some other initiatives. We actually provide services. These are concrete support through expertise, through laboratories, equipment, and the specialists of our partner organization. So a Slovenian small and medium sized enterprise can receive up to 30,000 in service-based support through us. And this journey of a client that can travel, we have So I don't know, I think we have about 50 or maybe 40 services that we grouped into 4 main pillars. One pillar is the test before invest. The other one is skills development and digital maturity. Third one is support to find investment. And the last is innovation and networking. In this first area is intended for companies that have an idea maybe, but are not really sure whether this idea works or not. So here we provide, first of all, access to testing and all the pilot environments, as well as equipment. Then you can maybe develop a digital solution concept that's actually an individual advisory support when you assess your idea and define a basic feasibility framework. The next phase could be a technical validation phase where we test whether your idea actually works. This is a proof of concept. And then finally, you can also further develop your idea using real data and test it in real environment, and that is the prototype. So let me talk a little bit more about this test before invest services and showcase it on this real service that we performed. We worked with Hero Labs, and the service was delivered together with the University of Maribor Faculty of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science, to be exact. And the challenge with this service was actually quite simple, but very important. So monitoring cattle health is actually essential for farmers. And the problem is that without continuous data, changes are often noticed too late. So intervention is already more difficult. So the key question was actually, can AI help monitor animals in real time and alert farmers early enough? So with DGC, we supported Hero Labs, the company, in developing and validating this prototype. And together with researchers from Faculty of Engineering, we professionally validated their AI solution that is called MooHero Collar for the cattle. We analyzed the data from wearable sensors placed on the animals and developed several machine learning models. And these models process time series data and detect behavior and health anomalies. And through this process, we focus strongly on data reliability, on making the models interpretable so the results are understandable, and on preparing the solution for real production environment. So as a result, there was a validated AI solution, a much better understanding of animal health patterns, a clear foundation for further commercialization. So we developed sort of like a prototype that went into production. But not to leave it just to words, I would like to show you a quick YouTube video of the product that we helped deliver actually. Can you all see my YouTube?
Not yet.
No? Okay, maybe I should put it here on this screen. Is it now visible?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay, great.
But we will not hear it.
Okay. Well, they don't talk much. It's more of visual.
Okay.
Cows are having fun as well. So the green thing you see is actually this color that monitors cattle. Okay, so this is just a quick a quick visual presentation of a piece of what we do. So continuing on with the presentation, can you see my presentation screen now? Okay, great. So the second pillar of services is skills and maturity. In this service area, we focus on building maturity and skills in a structured and a practical way. We usually start with a baseline readiness assessment. This means that we assess a company, where a company currently stands, whether in terms of digital maturity, technology readiness, AI readiness, or even green maturity, as we heard before. The goal is actually here very simple: to understand the starting point of the company before planning the next steps for it. So when we have this basic digital maturity planning, then we can prepare a tailored roadmap for the company. We combine AI-based diagnostic tools with experts' input and adapt plan to the specific priorities, for example, green and digital transformation or agri-food innovation. So to support building, building knowledge actually, we organize demystifying seminars. These are designed to make complex topics like AI, data spaces, HPC, cybersecurity understandable and also practical. There are two main levels of users here. The audience can be advanced or basic level. So for the companies that want more hands-on experience, we offer digital workshops. These are practical sessions focused again on already mentioned technologies. They can be organized in groups and also individually. We also provide a skills and competence roadmap. This means that we help companies identify their digital skills gaps and guide them towards suitable training opportunities, including those available through the EU Digital Skills and Jobs platform. And finally, I think we heard a lot about it today, is the B2GreenHub online academy, where companies will be able to access online trainings focused on green and digital, circular economy, sustainable innovation, and much more, as we heard before. So overall, this service area is about helping companies understand where they are, where they want to go, and giving them knowledge and skills to get there confidentially. So the third service pillar is support to find investment. We help here companies to move from a validated idea to real market growth and investment. You can start with business plan development. Here we support SME startups in preparing structured investment-ready business plans, especially for scaling digital and AI-based solutions. The goal here is very simple, is to translate the technical idea into a clear business case that investors can understand. Here we also support companies in developing go-to-market strategies, and we also help with internationalization. Oh God, this is a hard word. This includes the preparation for entering foreign markets, participation in fairs, events, and access to international networks such as the EN and other EU platforms. On the other hand, we offer capital raising support. This is tailored guidance from financial planning and defining investment needs to connect companies with potential investors and supporting investor matchmaking. Next, we have the funding clinics. These are the 2-hour-long seminars where we regularly inform companies about available funding opportunities. They're on the national level funding opportunities, on the EU level, or maybe even private. Of course, on the digital and green topics. And finally, we provide various support on the project proposal writing. We have here support on the idea development, and then there are various technical support and also the content support for the project proposal writing. So overall, this service area is about making sure that the good digital ideas don't stop at the prototype stage, but actually reach the market and secure funding for their need to grow. The fourth pillar is maybe a bit less attractive, but also very important, is the innovation and networking, because digital transformation does not happen in isolation. It happens within the ecosystem. So here within these services, we organize annual innovation conferences and B2B networking events, various ecosystem days and meetups where companies can meet, exchange experience, explore collaboration opportunities, and connect maybe with relevant partners. We also here provide comprehensive support for innovators, from shaping to refining idea, preparation of the investment presentation, integrating the company into a broader innovation ecosystem. So through cooperation with EN and other infrastructure, we connect Slovenian companies also to EU level, various AI centers, HPS-C infrastructure, and international partners. The new thing with our EDIH will be the AI help desk and the regulatory support. With this service, will guide companies to the responsible use of artificial intelligence. We help them actually to understand and comply with the AI Act and provide access to relevant EU regulatory information. So the innovation happens responsibly and also sustainably. So overall, this service area ensures that the company are not only technically ready, but connected, visible, supported at both national and European level. So thank you very much for your attention. If anything we presented today resonates with your company, your ideas, we would be happy to continue the conversation through Maya, Sarah, or this is our email, and looking forward to future collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tanya, for a wonderful presentation. I am very much looking forward to our EDIH project in the next 3 years.
We too.
I'm sure it will be great, and Tanya will be our coordinator. So I'm looking forward to collaboration. We only have one more slide for the end of today's meeting. I'm sure you all have a lot of work to do still, and it's Friday, so we won't bother you too much. Basically, what's next? We want to invite you to be a part of Greenie 4.0, or let's say more, to be a part of the B2GreenHub ecosystem. So we invite you to register, search, and find new collaborations. Use the matchmaking function of the platform to gain visibility, to search for new innovative infrastructures or experts or technologies, and to start the twin transition in your reality. You can exploit the platform in your projects. You can use and integrate the platform in your active projects to simplify the searching of companies and promote their twin transition. Or if you see opportunity for future projects where we could upgrade the platform with one of your ideas from AI assistant, etc., we also would be very happy to collaborate on that, because our idea is that we want to make this platform bigger, better, and long-term sustainable. You can also use the available tools. So you can try the Open Innovation Knowledge Box to start your journey from the training, or to strengthen your action with the business model support tool. And of course, you can remain updated for the new developed tools that will be added on the platform in the future, and thanks to the ongoing Interreg projects. So there will be new projects developing new tools that we will be posting on the platform, and try to make it as full as possible. Yeah, so this is basically it for today. I am very much grateful that we have gathered in such a big number. Thank you so much. And with this, we can say we are concluding Greenie 4.0. So thank you so much for coming today. I hope it was useful, and I will see you in another project next time. Have a great weekend.
Thank you very much. You too.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.